Welcome back, wonderful people. Ipob gives liberation notice. Now Ipob don't give another. They don't give a liberation notice. Welcome back to Talkways TV channel. What will bring to you latest news of the day? My people, please, if this is the first time listen to this wonderful channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. That one is very important. That once our news drops, bagam, you'll be the first to be notified. Now, people, the indigenous people of Biafra has released the 2023 libation notice. The notice was contained in a statement signed by Mazi Chiaka Edozim Ipob Hall made available to journalists on Thursday. The libation will start on Sunday, 10th day of December. You are advised to buy a kola nut each with four loaves representing the four market days in Biafra and four Nkwo Orie. Okay, yes, and they said the libation has to be carried out in each family by the elderly, and in the absence of elderly, the next in the range has to do it from the 10th to 13th. Pray and invoke the spirit of our ancestors to come and take over the quest for freedom. On the 14th, a prayer for the release of Nnamdi Kanu will be added. After your prayers in each day, break each kola nut into its four loaves pieces and throw them away. Do not eat. Masticate the kola nuts. They are not for you. Just throw them away after your libation, he said. And wonderful people, I don't hear now. Una not say enemy don't organize prayer for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, they don't organize prayer. But for now, this one they say make you start a libation for your house. Then elder people then go bring kola, break and also for use and talk concerning the freedom of Biafra. And we say make them appease our ancestors so that our ancestors and they go come fight for them for the matter in the release. And they say on top that one prayer go still dey for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They go still hold prayer for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. Yes, now wetin them talk. Then they go still hold prayer for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And wonderful people, another one don't happen. Oh, another one don't happen. And no be small thing. Oh, a man where they adopt, come they talk say my adopters, and them tell am say they are them be dismissed soldier victim. Yes, the man them be adopter. But he come they talk say adopters tell am say that them be dismissed soldiers victim. Not long ago, one of the correspondents of news agencies of Nigeria was adopted by gunmen in Abuja. The correspondent had boarded their vehicle at the Federal Secretariat on their way home after an assignment on that fateful day. A fear-stricken reporter who is yet to recover from the trauma and has become generally afraid of everyone around her tells the story. On the day, she said, I covered an assignment at the presidential villa. After the assignment, I filmed my story and decided to go home. One of the directors in Villa offered to give the cameraman and I a ride to the Federal Secretariat where we could board commercial vehicles. I live in the suburbs and had to go to the finance junction to board a vehicle to Tata Bridge and Teron to my place. I was careful not to join the wrong vehicle in view of many stories about the activities of kidnappers and one chance operators in Abuja. So I refused to board the first vehicle that stopped because it was totally new and its owner couldn't have been so poor to be used as a cab. I didn't trust it. I boarded the second one that came because the driver looked like a regular civil servant, focused by the economic situation to pick passengers to argument his income. The passengers beside him looked like a banker that had just closed from the work because he was well dressed, looked calm and more an expensive perfume. I told them I was going to Downtown Bridge along Lowell route. This was only one person that at the back who wore a black vest atop atop a military camouflage. He was just playing with his phone. When we moved from the finance junction, we stopped at the Bolingo Junction near NAA headquarters, where there were many others waiting for vehicles to go to Lobe. A lady picked and said she was going to Lobe. The driver told her to pay 400. She offered to pay 200, but when they were discussing, the man seated beside were discussing and shouted on the drivers and threatened to leave if the vehicle did not move. He ordered the lady to close the door. They quickly moved and started speeding. At this point, I was uncomfortable. I became afraid and told them I want to calm down. I told them I had forgotten something and wanted to go back to pick it. That was when they smoked into action. The, the front seat passenger quickly adjusted his seat, pressed it down to block me from attempting to go out, while the man beside me brought out his gun, pinned it to my forehead, and ordered me to close my eyes. He pressed down on his laps and ordered me to cooperate with them, otherwise they would kill me. They blindfolded me and said they would waste me if I didn't behave well. They asked me to where I live and told them, and they warned me against lying to them. At that time, I just started praying inside my mind. Inside my body was shaking. I was dazzled and confused. I started begging them not to harm me. They ransacked my bag and took everything. They took 275,000 a colleague gave to me to help buy a gadget. They took my wristwatch and GTB ATM card. Also took my laptop phones, $200, $200, headphones, power bank, the Villa card, NAN identity card, some other monies and valuables. They said they had and they are aware that I was from the a particular assignment. I told them I'm just one of the reporters deployed by NAN to cover the villa. They said I should call my family to bring 13 million while I should bring 55 million. I was so confused, so scared. I told them I am just a poor reporter and I have nothing and have nothing and want more and no one. They scrolled through my phone and said I should call my contact to bring money. I told them I only visit those people to pray for them. They asked if I am ready to change my faith. I told them I would not. They said even at gunpoint I said yes. They asked me what bloody civilians knew about security to even organize any seminar about it. They told me they were not one chance operators. They said they were soldiers with the two in front already dismissed from the service, while the one beside was still in the service and currently in Abuja. The dismissed said they were kicked out in Sokoto and had to come to Abuja for Army General that sacked them, but did not meet him in the house. At that point, the journalist in me was curious to know why they were dismissed, but I couldn't have asked them that crazy question. They said they were focused into criminality because of the situation in the country and that Nigeria had turned them into criminals. They tied my legs and said they would take me to Sokoto. They were discussing among themselves whether to throw me out of the speeding vehicle. They said they picked me because they thought I had money, and added that they wouldn't have picked me if they knew I had nothing. I told them there was no money where I work. They showed me an Indian ring they could press on, and I would lose my memory. Inside, I kept praying while begging them not to harm me. They collected the pin of my GTB card and withdraw everything. They took money that even and continued in the morning of the next day as I was to I was traumatized to get GTB to block the account. They took the total of 505,000 from the account. I was just sweating and soaked up. I was just praying. One said they should waste me. One said I should be allowed to go. They kept moving around and around. Deep down in me, I believe that by the grace of God, they would not kill me. After going to the ATM where I took the money, they said they would not kill me because of two reasons: my confidence in God and the fact that I did not betray or deny Him even at gunpoint, and the fact that I prayed for people. And wonderful people, you guys have heard it all from this lady as she was kidnapped by dismissed officers and officers of the state, and they have turned into criminals because of the condition of things, because of the constitution of the state, and when we say they don't, because they don't find work, they don't see, and now they are criminals. Wonderful people, we are going to cut it here for now. It's my first time when you listen to this wonderful channel. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share.